Hi, I am Jenny, and these are the 10 things that I've learned in 2025 so far as a workaholic postdoctoral researcher and a lecturer at the university. Number 1. Try new things. Figure out what you like, what you don't like. For example, when I was at a restaurant, I always chose the same food option. But lately, I've tried to experiment and try new dishes instead. Sometimes we think we know what we want in life, but afterwards we realize that we pursue things and situations that we didn't actually want in the first place. Number 2. Give chances to people you maybe have more in common than you can imagine. You maybe have the same passion for food dining, cultural experiences or activities. Alternatively, you maybe have the same core values or the same viewpoint in life. I always thought that having the same core values with the people close to you is the most important thing, but you will never know it if you don't give them a chance to know you. Number 3. Don't postpone for later what you want for your life. Maybe you have to build your future and you cannot live your dream life yet, but you can start to adding to your life activities or habits that you always wanted to start. Additionally, many opportunities are time sensitive, so acting now can open doors that might close later. Number 4. Don't live entirely in the future. It is okay to have a vision for your life and to sacrifice a lot in the process in order to succeed. But never forget having meaningful relationships with your loved ones and enjoying the small pleasures in life. All my life, I thought about how to help my future self and how to work as much as possible by giving up everything else in the process, which is something I can no longer do. Number 5. Do not settle. Choosing not to settle is about striving for the best version of your life, relationships and goals. And that's important because you choose fulfillment over comfort. Additionally, if you do not settle, you live authentically. Settling often means compromising on your true desires and values, which can lead to long-term dissatisfaction. Last but not least, striving for what truly aligns with you creates a life full of purpose and joy rather than just getting by. Number 6. Have passion in all areas in life. I really love my research field. And I always had a passion for teaching in the university. But I always avoided to give my time and energy to other areas in life that really mattered to me. I now try to embrace learning new things in all areas in life. Number 7. Keep the promises that you gave yourself in January. Every year we say that we can change everything in our lives. And then, by the end of January, we have forgotten why we started in the first place. Number 8. Never neglect your health. Always prioritize work at the expense of my own health. I had a crazy sleep schedule. I was always working all night with a 2-hour sleep break in between for a long time. And lately I've realized that maybe a few times it is needed when a deadline is approaching. But this should be the exception and not the norm. Number 9. You are a lot more than your work. This is a gentle reminder to prioritize a well-rounded sense of self and to seek fulfillment in various aspects. It encourages you to avoid the pitfalls of perfectionism and the trap of self-worth tied exclusively to professional success. This is something I've always struggled with. Because the people around me expected to be the best of the best. But now I demand excellence from other areas in life as well. Always remember that everyone has multifaceted dimensions to their being. Number 10. It is okay to eat. Now I feel safe to eat more. I had an epiphany this year. Sometimes I've always controlled the portion of my food, even if I hadn't realized it, and even if I was always eating healthy food. This year, I started going to the gym regularly, which was the only excuse that I had for not eating a lot. And then, both of my gymnasts pointed out that I had to put on a little weight, which was such a healing experience for me. I haven't reached my goal yet, but I am a work in progress and I am proud of it. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and please write to me in the comments how old you are and what is the biggest lesson that you've learned so far this year, because we are in this together. Additionally, I want your feedback for future videos. See you soon. Bye!